Hello, friends. Welcome to the Trust Your Worth podcast, the podcast that helps you tap into the power of knowing your worth. My name is Brittany, and I am so excited to be going on this worth journey with you. How are you this week? I hope you were able to get the meaningful and beneficial rest you needed in order to do your most loving work. Also, I hope you're able to find out how best to refill your own tokens so that you can have all the energy you need to accomplish your dreams. And today we are talking about dreams. We're going to get to that later. But this week, I wanted to talk about the changes that are going to happen when your worth work begins to work in your life. Sorry, I've said work like a million times. But when you start your worth journey, you are going to notice some things. You're going to notice some changes. Some will be good and some will be not so enjoyable. And that's okay. As with all change, there are things that are helpful and things that might not be. But when we trust ourselves, we know that whatever happens, we're going to get through it because we know we are strong and we know we can get through anything because we've gotten through everything we've gone through already. You have all the tools you need to do the things that you want to do. I want to start with people and how your relationships may change. And hopefully, in most cases, they become richer and more meaningful. There is a confidence that comes from knowing your worth. And I have found that people react in one of two ways. If they are secure and confident in their own worth, then those people are going to be so happy and so supportive for you. There's going to be no feeling of competition. They're just excited for you to see what they have always seen, what they have always known, that you are amazing, and they're just overjoyed for you that you finally recognize how amazing you are because they've known forever. They're just so happy that you're happy. Whereas someone who is insecure is going to be upset with your growth. They are happy with how you are now. And if you're going to change, they're going to feel like they have to change, or they're going to be jealous of your growth. Or they may be mad at your success and they may resent you for your success. Sometimes you may find out that you were there to help them feel better about themselves. And that is never nice to realize. The sad truth is you may lose some friends. But if someone does not support you, and if they are actively trying to keep you small, and if they are cutting you down, then that is an abusive relationship, and you do not need to tolerate abuse ever. Period. No one has any right to make you feel less than. And if you have people in your life who are tearing you down, then I'm sorry, but they need to go. When you know your worth, you will not tolerate less than you deserve because you know what you deserve. Mayim Bialik said, quote, "When you love yourself enough, when you understand your needs enough and believe that they are worthy, you will no longer find attractive people who cannot fulfill those things for you." You can tell when people aren't being authentic with you and you're just gonna not tolerate it anymore. When you know who you are and how enough you are and what you offer, if people don't want you as you are, then they aren't for you. I had this friend who I thought I was close to. Like, we shared some things. I felt like I could, just tell them anything and they would keep it safe. And something they did really hurt me. And I wanted to let them know that it hurt me because I was on my worth journey. I didn't want to people please because, if people don't know, you're upset with them, that's on you because people can't read your mind. It is not their responsibility to know that you're mad at them. You need to tell them. You need to be able to communicate your feelings and how, if their actions have hurt you, they need to know. And most people who care about you want to know when they hurt you so they can correct it because they love you and you don't want to hurt people you love. So I was trying to be better at setting boundaries and communicating my feelings, so I let them know how they made me feel in the situation, and I was really surprised at their reaction because they turned it back on me and then made me feel guilty for even expressing my feelings, and it was really frustrating. But in the end, we both apologized. I thought we forgave each other and that it was over and we could just move on and, continue to be good friends. But the next couple of times that I saw them, they would not look at me. Like, I looked at them in the eyes and said, "Hey, what's up? So good to see you." And they turned away from me, turned and talked to the person next to them. And I was like, oh, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't hear me. And then 5 minutes later, I tried again. Same thing. I might as well have been talking to a wall because I was getting nothing. And I was genuinely confused because as an inherent people pleaser, I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do wrong? I was racking my brain. I was going back. Okay, what is making them treat me this way? Is this my fault? I don't know. So then this happened several times. I would see them out and about at big group activities, whatever. I would try and say hi. Literally nothing. Or it'd be like a little shrug, good to see you. And that was it. That's all I get. A one sentence. This happens for a month. And I'm basically ghosted by them. In the end, I had a good cry about it. I mourned the loss. I genuinely had no idea what was going on. And obviously I was hurt by it. But, I know when I'm not wanted. If you don't want me in your life, I'm not going to stay. I'm going to go where I'm appreciated and loved. So I was like, okay, peace and blessings, wish you well, whatever. I moved on. A month later, I get a phone call from this person. They were like, sorry I didn't talk to you. I was going through a rough time. I just had to deal with it, but that's over now. So how have you been? What's new? And then talking to me they didn't just ignore me for a month. And I was so confused. And I even asked, was there something I did wrong? And they literally no, I was just going through some stuff. Okay, that's totally fair. But if we were good friends, why didn't you tell me a month ago? Well, it was too late. If they had told me a month ago, hey, I just need some space. I'm going through some things. Sure, no problem. So happy to give you that space. But instead, they chose to blatantly ignore me, leaving me to wonder what I did wrong. And it was so hurtful to be ignored. If they had told me that right off, I would have happily continued the friendship. But I know my worth. And if you don't want me in your life, why would I want to be in yours? Genuinely, sometimes I think I made the wrong choice. I should have, just forgiven and forget and let them back into my life. But then I remember how hurt I was. If you're not even going to acknowledge my existence, that I'm not taking up the space that I'm taking up, nah, I'm good. I genuinely wish them well. I hope they're happy now. I don't need their validation, and I know what I have to offer as a friend. So if you don't want that, that's your choice. I'm going to go where I'm wanted, where I'm appreciated. My friends, if your relationships are not reciprocal, where both are giving and receiving, then it means someone is being used. And I am worth too much to be used by anyone. I know these are heavy words, and I know to lose a friend in any way, literally sucks. The amount of times I've had to make new friends, it's so hard to put yourself out there. I know, it sucks to lose friends, especially when they mistreat you, though. That sucks. I'm genuinely so sorry if that has happened to you. I feel you. But if you have a friend that is continually hurting you, are they really your friend? I know, heavy stuff, but there is a light at the end of this tunnel, okay? You will find the people who will love you for you. Your circle may be smaller, but everyone in that circle, genuinely adores you and knows all your crazy stuff, and they still love you. Knows all the bad things about you, and they still love you. I promise you, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find your people who are going to be there for you and support you and grow with you and journey together. And even if you're on different levels of your worth and your insecurity, like, they give you space to grow and you give them space to be themselves. Ooh, when I tell you like how life-changing they are, how they can fill your soul. Like, I can say I've never been in love, but like with my friends, my soulmates that I found, yeah, I love them with my whole heart. Like, I know what I'm looking for in a romantic partner because I have found my soulmates who enrich my life and make me a better human. And I'm so incredibly grateful for them. Wow, I did not think I was going to cry on this episode. I could tell you a million amazing things about the people who have chosen to love me. And I'm so grateful for them. And I promise you, you're going to find those people. Okay, let me collect myself and come back. Oh my gosh. And I just want to say, like, you are never going to regret the love you give. Like, please don't feel like you wasted your time on a certain person because they aren't your friend anymore. Like, the love you give out to the world is going to come back to you in so many amazing ways. So number one, you're going to know your work is working when you're feeling the love, when your friendships deepen and they get richer and you find your tribe. That's when you know your work is working. Another way you know your trust in your self-worth is growing is that you are going to not need outward validation as much. As humans, we were not made to be alone, and sometimes we really do need to hear that we are loved or that we're amazing, or sometimes we just need to know that someone is proud of us. And we really need someone to hug us or someone just to talk to us and to listen to us and to carry our burdens. When you know your worth, you will be a better judge of knowing when you need a little extra love or when you can handle things on your own. And you're going to care less what people think about you, and you're going to care more about what you think about you and what's going to make you happy in the moment and be able to make that happen. Another way you're going to know you're trusting your worth better is that you are not going to take things as personally anymore. That things won't make you angry. That other people's actions won't control your emotions as much anymore. And when someone is rude to you and you know you were not the cause of their rudeness, you're going to recognize when people are projecting towards you. And instead of thinking, oh no, what did I do? You're going to think, they are probably just having a bad day, and I wonder if they need anything. It's so exciting when you don't take ownership of other people's emotions because they're not yours. Let them have it. You do you. Keep your worth in your own control. One thing I absolutely love about trusting your worth more fully is that you are going to be kinder to yourself. You're going to be patient with yourself. You will not hold yourself to that impossible standard you made up however long ago. Most people are the hardest on themselves. Like, why do we not have patience for ourselves? If my bestie's having a hard time, of course I'm gonna be sensitive to that and be like, hey, what do you need? How about me when I'm having a freaking hard time? Honestly, back in the day, it was like, you loser, like, you're better than this. I raised you better than this. It's freaking awful. But when you know your worth, you're gonna talk to yourself as you would a beloved friend. You're going to give yourself the grace and the space to be human, you know, to make mistakes and learn from them and move on. Not to sit and stew on how you messed up so badly and feel so stuck, but suddenly you recognize you have the power to move on and grow. This is exactly why I absolutely love volleyball, because volleyball is a game of mistakes. The team that makes the least mistakes wins the game, because every time you make a mistake, the other team gets a point. So if I continue to dwell on my mistakes, so let's say I miss a pass. Oh my gosh, I messed up. Crap. I missed the next 3 passes because I just can't get out of how bad I am at volleyball. Instead of taking ownership of my mistake, so sorry I made that mistake, I will try my best on the next one. And I can just let it go and move on. But life can be like that too. We don't have to sit and stew and ruminate on how bad of a person we are, because you're not a bad person. Just things happen, and yes, we make mistakes, but you just learn what you can and move on. Just try your best. Like, that's what's so exciting about knowing your worth, is that you know that you've gone through hard things before, so you can do it again. Oh, it's just so exciting. Lastly, when you know your worth, your dreams get bigger, and suddenly you have the capabilities to make your dreams come true. When I tell you I was content with my life, I was happily moving along in a routine, and occasionally would think about random dreams I had. I still want to do these dreams. I want to release an album of my music. I want to make a movie. I want to travel. My dream trips include going to all the Disneylands in the world. So that means Shanghai, Tokyo, Paris. I want to go to New Zealand and Australia. And I know one day I will. I'm going to do it. And I wanted to start this podcast. I've been thinking about this podcast for over a year, ruminating, writing things down, doing a lot of research, having that alone time to do it. And while I know this isn't perfect, and as I go, I'm definitely learning things, and I'm hoping it's helpful. And it's early days, it's hard to tell. But here I am, making this dream come true. I never would have had the confidence to do this. Oh, a year ago, I was scared to share. But I genuinely love the process of researching things that might be helpful to you, that have been helpful to me, and sharing what I've been learning along my worth journey. Like, it's so exciting. I think that's why I love doing it, because the journey is more enjoyable for me. Like, even if no one listened, I would still do it. Like, I'm having the time of my life. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hard and it's a lot of time and effort, but I'm so excited to be here and to be doing this. And I never would have started this if I didn't trust my worth. Like, I had to get the courage from me. There's some quote or proverb, I don't know what it is, but it's like, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. I took that step, and I am literally living my dream out. Like, who can say they're living their dreams? Like, I'm so excited to be here, and I love doing this. And I just want to encourage you to think about what you want in life, and then just taking one step towards it. Like, I know big dreams can seem overwhelming. Like, when I think of trying to get to New Zealand or whatever, like, financially, that's a long way away from me. Like, those are not cheap trips, but like, it's something I want to do, and I know I can make it happen. I have the capabilities to do it. So I just encourage you to think about what you want in life, and take that one first step towards it, and then find a way to take another step, and then another, and then one more. And then one day you're going to be living your dream, and you are going to be so grateful and proud that you took that first step a year ago, 2 years ago, whenever you took that first step. I'm telling you, trust your worth, babes. Like, you got this. I am just so excited for you guys to live your dreams. I just want to recap the things that'll change when you know your worth. People will be excited and happy for your growth, or they will be upset with you for changing. And if there are people who are not supportive, it may be time to let them go so you can grow and find your tribe, find your peeps. You will not tolerate mediocrity and abuse, and you are going to be a light to those around you. You will be kinder to yourself and more patient as you make mistakes and grow. And finally, you are going to live your dreams. The life you always wanted, you will make happen because you deserve it. You are going to trust your worth enough to accomplish your dream life. Your worth work this week is to write down your dreams. I want you to pick one and then take that first step towards that dream. Trust your worth and make your life happen. I believe in you, and I hope you believe in you too. As always, thank you so much for joining me this week. I would love to hear from you. So you can find me on Instagram at trust_your_worth or at trustyourworth.com. There's a contact form. Send me an email. I would love to hear how your worth work is going. I want to hear about your dreams and your hopes and how you're going to make them happen when you trust your worth. If no one has told you today, you have everything you need already to make your dreams come true. Love you so much. Have a great day. Bye.